Gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Up first, it's Ryan King Rye Garcia. Weighed in at 61 kilos, bang on. He's 178 centimeters tall with a reach also of 178 centimeters. Up against them, the Bulldozer. So many amazing champions over the years have come from this division, the lightweights.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
It's King Rye, Ryan Garcia, one of the most famous boxers the world over, the fastest hands in the game. They call him Flash. They'll be facing the Bulldozer from the United States of America.
As soon as the ball goes, don't blink. That fight could be over.
And now for the official introductions. We turn it over to the world-renowned Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Victorville, California, here is the exciting boxing sensation, King Rye, Ryan Garcia. Fighting out of the blue corner from the United States of America, wearing the white trunks trimmed with black, the Bulldozer.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
So, all the talking's done. Right, now, let's get down to action.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. We are expecting an all-action slugfest. Nice job by him to block that jab. Look at the redness on the body from all these hooks. No rest for the weary. There was so much hype surrounding this match, I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Good defense stopping that jab. They blocked the left there. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? How about that time counter shot? Good defense there to stop that hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant. On to the second round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think, right, concentrate.
Nice job blocking the hook. What's the referee thinking right now? Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them more than happy.
Can't land that jab. This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside, and just banging and banging and banging.
You are fighting the swarmer. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that swarmer, once you do that, you're giving the man a chance that shouldn't have it.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Was almost a 10-8 round, complete. The bell rings and we start the third. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They blocked the left there. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Punch, counter punch. A lot of fans know how quick these lighter fighters can be, but tonight, don't be surprised if these don't pack a lot of power as well. Counter shot lands. And is this the beginning of the end? A nightmare start to this fight. To get back in and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this matter? Here we go to the fourth round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he scores with the counter. They blocked the left there. The straight right just misses. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He blocks that jab. The only fear you have with this lightweight is has he punched himself out? It's all offense all the time. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. He is down big time on the scores. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Punch caught him clean. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You could tell who it is.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Straight right just misses. Well done with that counter shot. He just misses with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. To the 6th round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other. Did you see that? Stumbling around in potholes. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Incredible work rate. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? Did well to block that right hook. The jab slightly off target. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. The momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker.
Switch on. Otherwise he'll see it and he'll ride it out. Go out there and finish.
I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight here.
The power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defence on end and think about what to do. Good work.
He gets to this fight and now you've let him back into it. Now, it's a tougher fight.
Sticking a few body shots in there. Vary it up a little bit so he can't think
The first minute, stick on end of the jab and then start gathering your pace.
too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear. Just stay.
I need you to go back out there and you need to win this round. Get
Time winding down as we get set for another round.
The jab's working nice. Those ones.
Just get your shots off and don't give him anything. Go back and win the round. Alright? It's only one round that you've lost.
Here we go, it's round 7. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have to quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
They blocked the left there. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice stop, but that won't score. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Nice counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And he scores with it. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one... And we enter the 8th round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Carrying away the right hook. That jab doesn't score. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Now you start. And there's the bell for round 9. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Nice counter. Good defense stopping that jab. They blocked the left there. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They blocked the left there. Looking to land the hook. Big hook doesn't land. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. You've heard the old phrase. Here comes the 10th round. That 1 minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
He parries the right jab away. Fighters landing in these exchanges, judges going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They blocked the left there. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Good counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. We'll see how much. This is the 11th. We've entered the championship rounds. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
What were they doing that round? Are they trying to get an early out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Nice defense on that jab. Hook misses. Big shot, and down goes Garcia. I don't know, I gotta take another look at that.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
What a shot! What a shot! You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.